Hey guys, good morning, everybody. Today is Wednesday, March 13th. It is 6:22 right now. Market's in the open in about 8 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and set up this room real quick and we'll get started shortly with our analysis for today. Got a couple of things here to update. And we should be good to go. All right, that's good. All right, so wait a few moments for people to make their way in. All right, guys, as people join in, I'm going to go ahead and start market liquidity over here. Then going over to the 8-hour time frame. There. Going over to the 4-hour. Going down to the 2-hour. Going down to the 1-hour. Going down to the 30-minute. Down to the 15. Down to the 10. And it looks like we are good to go. All right. All right, good morning, everybody. Today is Wednesday, March 13th. It is 6:25 right now. Market's going to open in about 5 minutes. So I've marked up liquidity over here. Closest level of liquidity is going to be above right here at 39,525. Sorry, 39,529. And the lower level down here is going to be at 39,480. So there goes the closest two levels of liquidity down below and above. Going over here to our clean chart, I'm going to mark up 6:30, mark up 8 o'clock, go down to the 4-hour real quick, see if there's any structure here that we should pay attention to. Looks like price is currently in the 4-hour resistance. Let's go down to the 1-hour real quick. It's a little messy, so we'll see. We need to make some adjustments here. All right, so price is currently in the 4-hour resistance. It's like literally in it right now. So we'll see if if it gets filled, it's like, if it's too messy, we'll just take it off and we'll just mark up our own support resistance. But right now it's currently in the 4-hour resistance. So it's kind of hard to work with right here. Just leave it like that. This is like currently in the 4-hour resistance. Typically don't like when it's up like this, but the volatility is extremely low right now. If you guys look at the ATR is currently at 4 points. So that's super, super low right now. I'm like, I guess we'll see what happens here when the market opens in the next 3 minutes or so. Um, Other than that, looking over here at the news for today, there was news at 4 o'clock. There's oil news at 7:30, which is normal. It happens every month. Probably not going to be too high impact. But that's about it. So we got news at 7:30 and we had news at 4 o'clock, and that's pretty much it. So let's go over here to our main chart. We had news over here at 4 o'clock, I believe. Yeah, 4 o'clock, which was this big red candle. So we had news right there at 4 o'clock, and then we have news at 7:30, and that's pretty much it. It's just oil news. So I don't think it's going to be too impactful. We'll see what happens here when the market opens. So good morning, everybody. Today is Wednesday, March 13th. I know I told people that I was going to put the YouTube stream on Wednesdays, but I'm not going to do it anymore. We're just going to completely go off the YouTube stream. So I think that's beneficial for all of us here. So we don't have to share our strategies with the public. So that'll be fine. Other than that, yeah, I know some people on YouTube are going to be pissed off. I already know, but it is what it is. All right, so it looks like price is currently breaking the all-time high. Or is it? Because the 4-hour resistance is up here. So, I mean, we'll see. Let me back up real quick. Let me zoom out. Yeah, so it looks like that is the 4-hour or the that is the all-time high. That's probably why the volatility is so low, because people don't know what to do right now. So it looks like price is breaking the all-time high here, which is the also the 4-hour resistance level. So 4-hour resistance level is getting pushed up higher and higher. So we'll just keep following it, and we'll see, where this goes. Market is about to open in a few seconds, and we'll just follow it through. So it's gonna be a little bit of a tricky area if it is at the all-time high, because I mean, obvious reasons here, but we'll see. We will see shortly when the market opens in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Market is now open, guys. All right, so market is open. I'm going to go ahead and mark up opening price right here. Color that blue. So we got that right there. I mean, price is obviously dumping down. No big deal. This might start setting up for a PRV entry, guys, for a buy. So I'll mark that up for you guys if it comes up. It is setting up for a PRV right now. Got that there. Price pretty much knocked out liquidity above both of these levels right here. So if you guys took liquidity, yeah, liquidity pretty much just blasted through. So 2 levels of liquidity right there, full TPs for anybody who decided to take it. Obviously I can take it. So not really too much relevance for me, but for you guys who decided to take it, 2 liquidity pushes right there, full TP. All right. So we got the PRV setting up over here. We have the rejection off the pivots. You're now looking for some space consolidation. Once you have that, you'll look for price for a trace back down and push back up for a buy. Otherwise, for us here that are looking for the breakout V3, there's no entry here just yet. So we will continue and wait until opportunity to rise itself. So I'm gonna chill out for a bit. Just gotta wait for something here. Price is currently it's all over the place right now. It's getting stuck around the sessions right here. It's bouncing back and forth. Still no PRV yet. So you're still looking for space. You have the rejection right there. You're now looking for space consolidation to the side. Then you'll look for price to push back down, retrace back, continue back up for correction, and go from there. But at the moment, there is nothing here right now. Let's see, Rashida said, Sean, can you go to your daily chart? Yeah, sure. So let's go here to the clean chart. Let's go to our daily. So here's the daily chart right here. It looks like price is at the all-time high with regard to the daily chart. Go down to the 4 hour. I'm just gonna go down to different time frames here. So you've set a different price point. Yeah, it looks like price is at the all-time high right now. Or it's weird because on the 1 hour over here, it shows that it's, or yeah, 1 hour shows that it's a bit higher. I don't know. Personally, I don't know. It looks kind of funky right now, but it's okay. It's not like a huge deal that price, the all-time high might be higher. We just got to understand that price is close to the all-time high. So, um, yeah, not a huge deal. All right, so we got space right here that's starting to set up for the PRB. So if this candle here closes with no wick rejection off the bottom, this is going to be considered the space. But if not, then you'll keep looking for the next opportunity there. There's no double body, double wick here. Or actually, there is a double body right here, but we already have a buy signal, so it's for a double wick. It's not going to be useful to us. So we can't take this here because there's no buy signal that's coming up. The next pending signal would be a sell signal. Yeah, no, the pricing is different for YM1 and YMM, guys. So I noticed that when we had the issue last week, right, when the contract shifted, because pricing is slightly different between both of the contracts. Looking at the contract here right now, so current price is 42. I'm on the wrong chart. I was like, it looks way different on mine. I was on ES32. 37. Okay, so yeah, I'm on the YMM chart on NinjaTrader. Pricing is the same as YM here, so it's not really a big deal. But yeah, if you're on the specific YM chart, like the YMM, the pricing is going to be different. So you're going to see the all-time high, which is going to be a bit different. So I'm using YM1. So if you guys are using YMM, pricing is going to be a bit different. It should be the same, but it might be a bit different because we're still in the contract shift. Right now, the contracts are currently overlapping, YMH and YMM. So right now there's there's a big price difference. So you're gonna see different all-time highs. I would just stick to YMM, or sorry, not YM. I would stick to YM1 for your analysis because pricing is the same. And then the candles are, they overlap. So it's overlapping between YMH and YMM. So the volatility is perfect on YM1 versus the other contracts. But pricing will be the same. So either way, YMM would be following whatever YM1 would be doing here. Yeah, exactly. Nick said, thank Lord you noticed that. Yeah, it was way off. It looked way different to me. So I wasn't able to see it properly. All right, there's still no entry here, guys, for the PRB. So just keep that in mind. There's no PRB entry. There's no double body, double wick here for the breakout V3, so there's nothing there yet either. But I'm still looking for the PRB here for you guys because this is probably the closest entry that we'll get right now. Liquidity down below just got hit right here, guys. There's actually 3 levels of liquidity here that got hit. I'm not sure if anybody caught any of these, but there was 3 levels of liquidity here that got hit. There's 1, 2, 3, and then price is now coming back down to the lower level over here. Here's our clean chart. I think I might, well, I'll take it off later. So I'll leave this up for right now, but then once price kind of moves around a bit, I'll take this off and I'll just mark up the structure on the 1 minute because the 4 hour, I'll just take this off actually. It's super confusing having it up like that because it's such a big zone that you can't really see, what's going on here. So, all right. I'll just put this right here as the 1 minute resistance level. I'll mark structure on here so that you guys can see when price starts to consolidate in range. The price is dumping pretty hard. It looks like we're not going to get a PRB yet. It might even shift to a sell. So no PRB there. Once the lower low gets established here, I'll mark up the support, and then you guys can kind of see where the structure is for support resistance. If price does start to range. We don't have anything here yet, but Again, we just got to sit tight. Price is trying to push its way down to the liquidity level down here. So if price continues to drop lower, this is going to be target price point, liquidity down here. But there's not really much here to look at. So you guys are not missing out on anything here. So no PRV. And price is kind of just all over the place right now. The ATR still isn't very high. ATR is currently at 14 right now. So it's picking up slightly, but it's not really anything too, it's nothing too crazy. Because if you were to mark up our TP stop loss here for a 25.25, that's a lot of space. So we got space. ATR is not super high. There's not really much catalyst in the market. Let's take a look at CNBC real quick. What's CNBC saying? So CNBC said stocks a little changed Wednesday. So there's not really too much. I mean, there's not really too much to work with here, guys. There's not really much here at all. There's no news here, no breaking news for a buy or a sell with regard to CNBC. Looking over here at retail sentiment is currently 80% short. This indicates that 80% of retail traders are currently selling right now. So you typically want to do the opposite and buy. There's no double body, double wick. So we're kind of just waiting for that here. Once we get that, but we actually need a sell signal. So we need to get some sort of momentum signal here because otherwise we won't be able to take anything really, right? So we need to get a signal here to kind of push price in one direction or to identify retracement. And then once we have that, we'll look for the double body, double wick off the high low. Another thing that you guys got to remember is that, because I know some of you guys see these double wicks, these double bodies right here, right? These don't count. The double bodies and the double wicks have to happen at a high low. So I see a lot of people misidentify where these double body, double wicks are. You have to make sure that they happen at a high or a low. Doesn't matter if it's a high or a low, but that's where it needs to happen in order for you to look for opportunity. So there's nothing here yet. I mean, price is pushing back up. So if this is the case, the PRV might start to be setting up again right here. So if you're looking for a bottom wick rejection on structure, more so pivots here. So if price does climb back up, that'd be the entry for the PRV. So I'll keep looking over here for the PRV entry, but we're not getting any breakout V3 entry anytime soon. And then nothing here as well on the regular charts because we don't have a pending momentum. We have a buy signal right here, but again, like I said, we need a sell signal here to pretty much reset the direction, and then price can correct back up for any of the normal scalps. Because we can't get a buy signal here. We do have a lower low. I know some of you guys are looking for that momentum, that high low momentum scalp, but right here, the lower low, there's not going to be a buy signal because the buy signal is already over here. So just sit tight, guys. There's no need to force anything, no need to rush. Just got to sit tight and wait. Entries are going to come. It's just going to be a matter of time until they do. So the trend here is starting to shift. If the pivots here start to shift, there's no longer going to be a buy here for the PRV. You'll probably be looking for a trend to shift down to the lower side and maybe start looking for a sell. But right now, there's nothing here for the PRV, and there's nothing here for the breakout V3 either. Yeah, Maddie said it's luring in traders right now. That's exactly what I see too, Maddie. So right now they're just fishing right now. They're fishing, they're churning, they're just kind of waiting for traders to hop in on either side because once there's enough traders, I think they're trying to trap sellers. For the most part, I think they're looking to trap sellers down here because there's so many sellers in the market already, right? There's 80% of retail traders who are currently selling. So I think what they're doing here is they're making people hop into these sells because you see how the big drop happens here. Normally, if someone sees a big drop like this, they chase it, right? We don't chase trades like that. So they're basically trapping sellers down here. It's now going to range and consolidate, and then it might fake out and get down here a little lower, just a little bit, and it might come back up, and then eventually it's going to come all the way back up to opening price. So for me, preferably, I would rather have a buy here. So I'm not really too worried about the sells. I just need that sell signal to close. Once that sell signal closes, we'll have opportunity to maybe start looking for a buy here. So that's kind of what we're waiting for at the moment. I'm going to look at this lower low as the support level, and then from there, I'm going to look for some fake outs. So I'm going to be looking for possible fake outs down here, right? This is now the current range. I've marked up the range here off the 1 minute chart. So this is like the total range right now. What I'm expecting here, what I want to see is I kind of want to see a fake out to the bottom side. I want price to come up a little bit, range for a bit, come back below, make people think that it is coming down, something like this, like maybe even a fake break and retest, and then come right back up and stop everybody out and take us back to opening price. And that's where I'm going to be looking for my buy. I want the sellers to get suckered in and lured into the sell. And then I want it to flip right back up, and then we can take that for a buy. That's pretty much what I'm looking for right there. So I want the fake out to happen down here. So we'll keep looking, guys. Again, now there's no more buy for the PRB because the trade is starting to turn. As you guys know, if the PRB doesn't come up by 7, there's no PRB, right? That's the cutoff. For the breakout V3, there's still no opportunity here yet. Again, like I said, I'm looking for that sell signal. I want that sell signal to come down, and I want it to lure in some more sellers down here. And then I want it to swing back up. Right, I want something like that. I want price to come back below here, trap some more sellers, and then come right back up. But as you guys can see, there's nothing going on. Price is going sideways. We just got to sit tight and wait. I think that's the hardest part for majority of people, right? Sitting back and waiting. Here goes the sessions right here. Price actually faked out below the sessions. And I'd be okay with it faking out again down here. The lower the better, because we need to get that sell signal there. Yeah, Kenny said nasty wicks today. I agree, 100%. Maddie said if the sell liquidity gets hit, I think it'll reverse right back up. Yeah, and I agree too. Yeah, exactly. Jake said liquidity at New York Open. So if you guys want to look at liquidity, you can even mark up liquidity up here. I mean, once there's new highs that get established here, you can even mark up new levels, like on the 1 minute. Yeah, because you can see another high here getting established. So if that's the case, you can even catch, if the price continues to drop down lower, you can just draw new levels of liquidity there off the 1 minute. Because when it does climb back up, it's going to knock out all that liquidity and come right back up. But again, it's just a waiting game, guys. You got to wait here and just be patient for this. But yeah, like I said, preferably, I don't really want to take a sell here. But if a sell does come up, I'm going to take it, right? I'm not going to shy away from it just because. It looks like price is just going to create a range here. So price is now pushing back up. It's just going to create a smaller range within this area. Once it does, we'll just kind of play by ear. But there's no sell signal yet. So the retracement or reversal is not confirmed. So price is kind of just all over the place right now. Here goes a PRB again. So if this is the case, PRB might reset. But yeah, this is the target price we were looking for from earlier, the opening price. It's just not at the area where we typically want it to be at least not yet. Because we never got that retracement signal. Yeah, Maddie said sellers got stopped out. Yeah, so if we look over here at retail sentiment, you can see it went from 80% to 79. A lot of these sellers just got stopped out right there from that big push to the upside. I think now they're going to lure in some more sellers and just keep dropping price right back down. Now it's back at 80. So people are just hopping back into their trade. They got stopped out. Now they're hopping right back in. It's basically churning. So like I've said before in the past, it's just churning, right? It's dropping price down to lure in some sellers. And then it's pushing them back up to stop them out. And then they hop back in. And then they get stopped out again. And then they hop back in. And then at this point, they give up. And when they give up, it comes right back down to the low. And you guys have seen that before, right? You guys have seen that where you chase a trade, it stops you out. You get back in because you think you're unlucky. Stops you out again. You get back in because you get unlucky. Stops you out a third time, and then you're like, okay, I'm done with this trade. And then it comes back down to where it's supposed to go, right? It's just a lot of manipulation in the market, guys. We've been trading for a long time, so we've seen this happen time and time again. I think they're just going to keep faking people out right here for a bit. It's establishing a low right here, or a high actually. But I wouldn't consider that structure, at least not yet. So I'm going to wait for price to see what happens here over the next couple of minutes. If this here just ends up going sideways, then I'll mark up structure right there so you guys can see the range. But I think at the moment, the range here is not really established yet. This can still push up higher, or this can come right back down. So I don't want to make the chart too messy. And you can see exactly where it's rejecting off. It gets manipulated at the session. So price comes down right here, fake out. Price comes up right here, fake out at the New York high. And then now it's coming right back down. So a lot of structure on both ends. A lot of structure. There's a lot of highs and lows of the session high lows. And then also we're looking for some support resistance as well. But again, we just got to sit tight. The trend here, or I guess the trend is now confirmed back to bullish, guys. So with that said, you can start looking again for another PRB entry. It's not looking like we're going to get one here, but you might get one here, possibly back to opening price. Yeah, there's just not much to work with here. So we'll see. You're looking for a wick rejection off the pivot first, and then space, and then another wick rejection, and then a possibility for continuation to the upside with correction to the opening price. If price does push up, of course, the target price point is going to be opening price up here. And that's kind of all that we have here setting up right now for the PRB, if the PRB does come up. So here we are waiting. ATR is currently at 15 right now, so it's not super high. It's pretty much where it's supposed to be. Got the rejection right there for the PRB. Next up, you're looking for space, which looks like space is going to come up on this next candle right here, and then you look for the retracement and retest of the pivot. Yeah, Patricia said weird movement today. Kenny said weird movement could be due to the 6:30 news, tons of liquidity with the big boys. Yeah, and I agree too. Was there news at 6:30? Let me check. I think you're in a different time zone, right, Kenny? So yours is probably 5. Yeah, I think you might be talking about 7:30 here, because there is news at 7:30, which is crude oil change. It doesn't typically affect the market very much, but there was 1 month where it did. So give or take, something may happen here, but we don't really know until it happens. So we'll see what happens at 7:30. Yeah, I think Kenny might be on a different time zone. Might be an hour ahead or an hour before. All right, so you might have a PRB entry setting up right here, guys. We had the rejection right here. We have the space. And if this candle right here rejects off the pivot, this is technically going to be the PRB entry. I'm not taking this entry, but if you guys want to take it, obviously I'm working it up for you guys here. It has 30 seconds left on the candle, so it still has a lot of time. So I mean, if this thing flings right up, the last 30 seconds, possibility for entry here. But at this time, not yet. So this right here could be the PRB entry. It's looking like it's going to be. So I'll just mark it up for you guys, but I'm not taking the trade. I'm only taking the breakout V3. So here is the PRB entry right here, guys. So if anybody's deciding to take it, this is the entry right here. We'll just follow it, but I'm not in this position, not planning on taking it at all. I'm just waiting for my entry to come up when possible. But there's no double body, double wick, so I don't really have much confidence here. I mean, price could go up, price could not, right? It's just up to I mean, it's up to the market right now. I just don't see very many confluences. I don't see any double bodies, double wicks, so I don't really have any analysis really kind of pointing me in the direction or the other. But it is pushing up right here. It's halfway to its TP. And again, there's a PRB. The ATR is super, well, it's not super low, but it's pretty low compared to where it's been over the past couple of days. So, I mean, this might take a while for it to push up, but yeah, it's 16 points. So each candle is kind of measured at a 16-point radius. So this is how much each candle is forecasted to move. Or 15, actually. So this is what it means by the ATR. Like when you see the ATR right here, ATR means average true range. And this kind of just dictates, how much a candle is going to be moving per candle. And that's how much. It's not very much. So this thing might just consolidate for a while. Like you might have a sideways movement here for the PRB. for maybe the next 10, 20 minutes until it actually finds its direction. But again, we have a pending momentum there. A pending sell signal right here. This is kind of what we were looking for. And price might shift a little bit. Oh, it's all good, Kenny. Yeah. Kenny's calendars didn't update. I figured either that or you're on a different time zone. All right, so we might have a, oh, actually, I take that back. I thought there was going to be now. Now we might be able to establish a new low here. So if we get a new low right here, this could be a double body. Yeah, we finally got that momentum. This could be setting up for a double body rejection. So this could be in line with the PRB. So we'll get a double body rejection right there. And if this pushes back up, our breakout V3 will line up with the PRB and it'll both go up to opening price. I think that's a pretty good confluence. Right, but we need this to close green. If this candle closes green, we'll have a double body rejection right there. And then from there, we can possibly ride this up with the PRB back into profit for the BB3. But again, the candle needs to close green. The candle is starting to pick up with volatility, as you guys can see. It's starting to get a little more choppy right here. We got about 5 seconds left on this candle. All right, perfect. So we got the double body rejection right there. This could be setting up. We just need that buy signal followed by a green candle. Once we have that, the PRB will line up with the breakout V3. That's a confluence that we would prefer. All right, so we'll see what happens here. Price now it just needs to push up now at this point. So we actually have a lot of rejection right here. We have a double body and we have a double wick for this following candle too. All right, so we need that buy signal. Let's get that buy signal back up and we'll have this climb back up to opening price. Up to opening price and to the all-time high. That's kind of what I'm looking for right there. Check out CNBC real quick. No updates. All right, so we're just waiting here for the most part. The PRB is back in profit. We have a pending buy signal, perfect. We need that buy signal to close, and then we need that to be followed by a green candle, and then we will be looking for opportunity here for our breakout V3. So if that ends up closing there, there's going to be different opportunities here too. There's going to be a pivot scalp, but again, there's going to be a lot of red flags here because of the session. So if the buy signal closes, that's technically a pivot scalp entry. There's just a handful of confluences there, but we need this to close with the buy signal. So we need this to actually push up. And there's also a high here. So there's like target price points for price to reach. So price does end up closing there. There's going to be a lot of targets right here for price to push up to, liquidity, in other words. So right there is a target, opening price is a target, next level liquidity right there, another target. So there's 3 targets right there for price to reach up to. But again, we need to get the buy signal and we need to get that confirmation. Candles are moving a little blocky right here. The ATR has dropped back down to 14. So you guys can see this is exactly what I just said earlier to be aware of with the PRB. So the PRB is running sideways for quite some time. It's going to run sideways for a while because the ATR is so low, right? Until the ATR picks up and there's like some volatility in the market, it's probably just going to go sideways for a bit. So again, we need this buy signal here to close. I think if this candle closes above this sell signal right here, if it closes past this level right here, then okay, we might get the buy signal. But yeah, the volatility here is not very strong, but now it's starting to pick up a little bit. It's down to like 10 seconds. I just need to push up a little higher, maybe at the last couple of seconds or so, just for it to close. And as soon as I said that, it dropped right back down. Okay, this is expected. I mean, this is normal. We were expecting price to go sideways. I kind of told you guys this from the start. And the ATR is just getting lower and lower. So it went from 16 to 15 to 14, now down to 13. And it just keeps going lower and lower and lower, but we'll see. Not too much we can really work with here. There's a lot of sessions in this area, so that's kind of what's causing price to have trouble getting past. As you guys know, there's a lot of manipulation that happens around here. And that's just kind of where it's at. But the good thing is that if price finally does break out and push up higher, it's probably going to push up pretty hard, right? That's kind of what we're looking for here, and that's kind of what we're identifying. So we got about 15 seconds here. You can see again, price is making another attempt to push up. We have 10 seconds left on this candle right here. I'm hoping it stays up above this area, because if it does, we'll probably get that buy signal to close. And then now we just need to follow through with the following green candle. And unfortunately, at the very last second, it disappeared again. It's so annoying, but it's okay. It's happening for a reason. So you guys remember this from the past couple of days. A lot of these false entries would come up and they would just disappear at the last second. I would prefer them to disappear at the last second than me to get into a bad entry, right? So I'm fine with it kind of disappearing like that, because it's basically giving us a heads up, right? Vince over here caught the V1 variation over here. So nice for Vince. Caught the V1 variation for ATR. So we caught it for about 15 points. Nice push to the upside. Yeah, Maddie said if the buy signal keeps pending, it's going to be a bit weak. Yeah, because all the power is pretty much getting pushed out already. I'm hoping it just finally closes, but again, we got 10 more seconds here. We got about 2 seconds, and we got the momentum there finally. Okay, perfect. So now we're looking for the green candle. If the next candle is green, then this is going to be the entry for the breakout V3. But again, you got to wait for the candle to close. It's kind of been going sideways for a bit, so you just got to wait for it. I'll probably start looking when it gets closer to like the last 10 seconds, because I don't want to be too jumpy on this trade here. So I'm hoping it pushes up a little bit at least. There's some color to this candle. So we got about 20 seconds left. Got about 10 seconds left. So it's going to close in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm in the position.
Order. Order failed.
So the entry happened right there. It's going to be pushing past the all-time high here, so it's going to be a little tricky, but
Order submitted.
got it set right there. TP is at 76. Brings down by 1 point. All right. So we got that set up right there. Price pushed it back to open where we anticipated. So that's the first target right there. Next target is going to be the all-time high, or the all-time high on the YM1. I'm just gonna watch it and see where it goes. It's probably gonna push up past the all-time high. But again, I gotta watch my copiers over here to make sure everything is good. Yeah, I think so too. Maddie said, I think it may push past the all-time high to stock out the sellers. I think so too. I think that's key for price. I think a lot of people are thinking that it's not going to push past the all-time high, or price is going to, come back down. I mean, who knows? We really don't know until we know. So we just have to follow through here and let the trade just do what it needs to do. I think the PRB already hit full TP. Yeah, so if anybody caught the PRB, it already hit full TP right here. And other than that, I mean, it's just in a tricky area because price is near the all-time high. You're going to get a lot of manipulation around here. So looking over here at the main chart, you can see here that there's a lot of manipulation on these points. Price is rejecting off the sessions right there, so that's a good sign. And we'll just see where price goes from here. So let's just blast through and wipe out all the sellers right here. I'm hoping that's kind of what I'm looking for here. Rejected off the pivots and off the sessions. That's a good confluence. The retail sentiment is still super high. Yeah, retail sentiment is currently 80% short still. So again, we just have to wait for this here because it's just in an area where, and again, right there, it's rejecting off the sessions a third time now. So we had this candle reject off the sessions, this candle reject off the sessions and the pivots, and then this candle right here is kind of just bouncing back and forth. But yeah, it's always tricky when you're trading at the all-time high. All right, so it's right there, still running. But we'll just keep it here on the main chart so we can see where all these sessions are at. And we can see where price is starting to bounce from. There's new higher high right there, so we'll see if this here pushes past that. But again, we just gotta wait. So price is kind of like sitting around the sessions right here. The ATR is currently at 15. So we're not getting enough volatility here. I mean, if we had a higher volatility, if like the volatility was maybe like at like ATR 17, 20, we'd probably get a stronger push. But right now it's kind of just sitting there. Here's liquidity prices. I mean, it looks like it's in a huge range right now. If you guys look closely, price just looks like it's in a huge range with regards to liquidity. Here's our main chart or our clean chart. And price is actually, it's pretty much at the top of the range. I don't think there's any other structure here, at least not yet. Yeah, so we're towards the top of the range right here. Again, not very much movement. Here's our main chart, price again rejecting off the pivot. So what I'm hoping that will happen here is price will just kind of climb up slightly, reject off it again, and blast through to the all-time high. That's kind of what I'm looking for right here. You're just looking for the confluences here, right? The confluences here will kind of just lead your way. It's going to lead you to the promised land, as what people would say. So I'm looking for this pattern here. I'm looking for the pattern for price to break above the sessions again, because it just faked out below. There's just a lot of fake outs that happen around where the sessions are here. So you can see again, it's kind of faking out in both directions. You get a fake out above, you get a fake out below. But once the fake outs are done, kind of going back and forth, the key thing is that price comes back up and it just goes in flow with the trend to the upside. I was hoping this would push up a little higher, but again, you can see right here, it's just having trouble getting past the sessions, which is typical. This is normal. So I'm kind of just waiting for it to break and close above it, and then look for it to fake out back below and then push back through. Kind of like this right here, a break and retest. We're looking for a break and retest of the session. So back to the BB3 chart, it's still sitting right there. Obviously the PRV is already done. I mean, it'd be nice if there was some more volatility here. All right, so I guess we're just waiting for this here. 15 seconds left on this candle. I'm hoping it pushes up a bit higher. Once it pushes up a bit higher, I'm gonna look for that to retest the area. There we go. So we got the last 5 seconds of this candle right here. And then, okay, so we'll see if this just pushes right through. I mean, this might just push right through. If it retests, then that's fine too. But if it pushes right through, even better. It's coming back to retest the opening price. If it doesn't retest this area, then I'll be looking for it to retest the opening price and then up from there. All right, so price is pushing up. I'm just looking for those tests, like those retests of these structures are key. If price blasts through, I mean, that's fine too. It can do whatever it wants. But it looks like it's getting close to its target. Back over here. Almost there. Come on. We're at a new all-time high. So I'm hoping that it blasts right through even higher. Get some volatility push. Let's wipe out all the sellers. I'm just watching my copier to make sure everything closes out. Oh, yeah, we're on a fucking crazy win streak, guys. Oh, fuck. How many, that's like what, like 8 wins now? I just thought about it. I was like, damn, we're like on a crazy win streak with the BB3. Man, dubs on both sides. I'm like kind of mind blown right now. I'm like, why did we ever stop using the BB3? Because this strategy is freaking good. It's so good. I got 2 more funded accounts, guys. Oh yeah. All right, I got 2 more funded accounts. Oh man, this is a great day. And I'm lined up for another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more accounts by tomorrow. So if we have another win tomorrow, that's another 7 accounts. Nice. William just got funded. Albert got funded. 6 accounts. Oh, William's about to be funded. Okay. I'm like mind blown because that thing blew right through our TP. Profits are crazy. Profits are crazy. All right, guys. So let me clean this up. I mean, it did exactly what I said. So if you guys remembered, so this is why I drew the lines here, right? I said if price pushes up, it's going to hit liquidity. And I said if you guys want to mark up 1 minute liquidity, you can, right? I marked up liquidity right here, like for show. That's our entry. And you had another liquidity over here. And I was like, price gonna blast right through it. And it did exactly that. So this is why we use a bunch of different confluences, right? My confluences played out perfect. We had bullish sentiment. We had um the liquidity here on the 1 minute, and then on top of that, we had the rejections off the structure. So you guys can see the fake outs right here, but we were on the right side, right? We were on the buy side. So I said, okay, price is going to fake out, came back below, had some nice rejections off the pivots and structure, came back below, and it shot right back up to where it was supposed to go. So this is why we weren't really scared about the entry, right? We already knew where price was going. I'm just a little like, damn, I can't believe this trade's been hitting like every single day. Um, to be honest, I was kind of expecting worse today because this breakout V3 has been hitting like 8 times or 9 times back to back. So I'm like, okay, if whatever happens, happens. But I already knew it was going to come up because from the confluences here, we just had to wait to be patient, and the volatility was super low. So I mean, it is what it is. Trade one did exactly what we were looking for, and I'm sure everybody here is super super happy. And I'm glad we we took off the YouTube. So I'm pretty sure there's a couple of guys that have and it's kind of sad because like a couple of guys have hit me up and they're like that were on the YouTube, and they said, okay, I'm not gonna pay the $70 to be on the live stream because they thought they could do it on their own. And a couple of the guys who are on the YouTube stream, they said that they've been blowing accounts left and right. Like for the past 2 weeks, they've been blowing a bunch of accounts, which I'm like, well, it is what it is. Like you can pay the $70 to like be on the live stream, and we've been on a win streak. We haven't lost the BB3 in like, in like over 2 weeks now. So I mean, it is what it is. You give it, you take, and I'm happy for everybody here because everyone here is getting funded, and I'm pretty sure people are regretting not being on this live session. I mean, it's cool. People can do this on their own, but I mean, this is so easy. How easy it is to get on this live session, make all this profit with us together, and we're all the same team, right? That's one thing that I don't like. I don't like when people are against this. So if you're against this, fuck 'em, right? That's all I can think of. Um, we're all the same team here, guys. We're all here to win. We're all here to do well, and we're gonna keep winning. So let me show you guys my profits. I'm like kind of shocked at my profits right now. So my profits are super high. But yeah, let me copy this over. I'm gonna turn off my Ninja Trader so that Apex can give me my 2 more funded accounts. Yeah, exactly. Nick said, gotta keep on keeping on, guys. MJ said Jiyoung's 40th birthday luck. Right. Yeah. Yeah. MJ said same. He thought the shoe was gonna drop today, but the streak continues. Yeah, no, for sure. Albert is at 20 accounts on Apex. Congrats, Albert. 20 accounts. So Albert's gonna start making like 100K days now, like Ross. Bloom is $80 away. Nice for Bloom, almost there. So one of my accounts, I was actually like a couple like $100 away. So I just increased my contract size to 14 on 2 of my accounts, the ones that just got funded today. Because I was so close. So I was like, I might as well just increase it. And yeah, so let me copy my profits over here, guys. I'm pretty sure most of you guys are gonna log off after this. I don't think anybody here is like really looking to trade after after the breakout, because I think the breakout pretty much majority of people are looking for. And there's not any other entries here to take anyway. So we'll hang out for a little bit, but I'm not planning on taking anything, and I don't think anything here is really going to come up, especially because price is at the all-time high, which is a tricky area to be trading in to begin with. I mean, we took the risk there trading the all-time high, and it played out in our favor. So this is why I say, there's no need to get scared when the all-time high comes up. All-time high comes up, you just got to take the trade. You can't be scared. You got to take it. You got to roll with it. So here are my profits for the day so far. So let me go, or not so far, but for the day in general, because I'm not trading anymore. So my profits for the day, let me just add this up. So 1560, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 1560 times 16 plus 560 plus 1820 plus 1820 plus 1200 plus 1300. Okay, so I'm at 31,160, 31,660 for the day. And then for the week so far, profits are massive for the week. So let me just add this up real quick. This is going to take some time. Let me just add these up first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. So 14. 14 times 3, 4, 5, 8. Geez, 48,000. Okay. Plus 1282 plus 4418 plus 4358 plus man, my fucking math sucks. I'm blind. 4672 plus 4612 plus 48, or sorry, 3487 plus 2917. Nice. Okay, so damn, that's a lot of profit. That's a lot of profit. Okay, so plus 31,660 for the day, and then plus man, I can't even fathom these numbers, guys. I'm like, damn, what's today? It's barely Wednesday. It's barely Wednesday. Honestly, I haven't seen profits like this. I don't even remember. I maybe had like one week like this or 1 month like this for FTMO and like MFS, but this is like consistent every day. So 31,660 for the day, 74,158 for the week. That's crazy. That is crazy. I can't wait to get all these funded. I'm like funded on 4 or 5 accounts now. So, and these are my funded accounts down here. So I made about like 6,000 for the week on just 2 accounts. That's only 2 accounts, guys. 2 accounts. I mean, I might be able to request a withdrawal by the end of the month because I mean, I'm gonna have a foundation already. My first funded account is at 153,776. So like I only need a cushion of like 5,000. So if we keep winning, I can increase my contract size, or so it could go 2 ways. I can either leave the money there, increase my contract size, or I can make my first withdrawal. Maybe I'll make my first withdrawal just to so it's real, right? And then I'll keep building it, and then from there I'll increase the contract size. So, gotcha. Okay, Madhu, thanks. So request dates are 15th to the 20th and 1st to the 5th. Okay, perfect. So if I don't make it for that first one, then I'll just take it on the next one, because at that point I'll have a pretty good foundation. I'll just keep increasing my contract size so that I'll have more cushion, or I'll have like a bigger trailing drawdown. Okay, so let's take a look at the team profits. So we have, let's see, Craig over here made 1,000 profit. Yeah, it's all good, Craig. I know you're probably at work. So Craig over here has 1 profit on Apex yesterday, 1K today. We have Andreas over here, total profit of 1,155 for the day. Nice work, Andreas. We have Ariane over here, total profit of well over 6,000 for the day. Nice work, Ariane, all wins. We have Maddie here, total profit of 1,521. All wins right there, Maddie. We have the second Maddie here. We have two Maddies here. Other Maddie over here, total profit of 4,320 across all of his Apex. Nice work, Maddie. We have Kenneth over here, total profit of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6,000 for the day. All wins for Kenneth. We have Eunice, total profit of 1,683. Nice work, Eunice. We have Madhu over here, total profit of 1,125 for the day. Great work, Madhu. We have Maria over here, total profit of 1,210. Great work, Maria. We have Nikki, total profit of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So she has about 1,600 for the day so far. Nice work, Nikki, on our funded accounts. We have Natasha. Welcome back, Natasha. I know Natasha had issues yesterday. Total profit of 2,055 for the day. Nice work, Natasha. Great comeback. We have Terrence over here, total profit of 1,454 per account. He has 1, 2, 3, 4 accounts. So well over 5,000 for the day. Nice work, Terrence. We have Patricia here, total profit of 9,395 for the day. Nice work, Patricia. We have Alicia, total profit of 1,900 for the day per account. So she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 accounts, well over 6,000 for the day. Nice work, Alicia. We have Casey over here, total profit of 1,169 per account. He has 3 accounts here, so well over 3,000 for the day. Nice work, Casey. We have Jonathan here, total profit of well over 3,000 for the day and well over 7,000 for the week. Amazing work right there, Jonathan. Yeah, Jonathan said 2 more wins away from his funded account. Yeah, almost there, bro. And then we have Patricia over here. She has 5 accounts on this other funding company. So times 5, she has a total profit of well over 5,000 for the day on her other accounts. We have Nick over here. He passed 2 Apex accounts for 150K and 100 FTMO, 100K FTMO. So Nick locked in well over 4,000 or 5,000 on his Apex and a total profit of we'll say about 1,000, yeah, 2,660 on his FTMO. So Nick is finally funded on all of his accounts. So big congrats to Nick here. I know Nick's been part of the group since COVID, had his ups and downs, left for a bit, came back. Now he's killing it. So nice work, Nick. We have Lucas over here, total profit of 1,269. Nice work, Lucas, on your way up to getting funded as well. We have Jeff over here, total profit of well over 3,000 for the day, all wins. We have, so Lucas and Jess, Lucas and Jess said 2 trades away from getting funded, almost there. So hopefully the next 2 days are wins, and then you can just get funded right away. We have Vince over here, total profit of 1,169 on his Apex, total profit of 3,600 for the week, and a total profit of 420 on his FTMO. Nice work, Vince. We have Fund Me here, total profit of 1,535, all wins here. Nice work, Fund Me. We have Kevin, total profit of 2,460 for the day, all wins as well. We have Sean here, total profit of 1,620 on his account. He has a remaining balance of 3,900 till he's funded on the 150K. Nice work, Sean. Almost there. We have William here, total profit of 1,000 for the day, on his way to getting funded as well. We have Angela here, total profit of 500 per account. She has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 accounts, so well over 5,000 for the day. Nice work, Angela. We have CT here, total profit of 5,200 for the day, all wins. Nice work, CT. We have Gian here, total profit of 1,188. Nice work, Gian. We have Ernest with a total profit of 2,000 for the day. Great work, Ernest. We have Narith here, total profit of 28,000 for the day. All wins right here. We have Cam over here, got a second funded account. He's up and heavy for the day. Total profit of 2,468. So well over 10,000 for the day for just today. And then he has a total profit of 10, 15, well over 21,000 for the week. Nice work, Cam. And you guys are all killing it. We have John over here, total profit of 1,500 per account. He has 5 accounts here, so we're going to say well over 7,000 for the day. Nice work, John. We have Alex here, total profit of, let's see, well over 3,000 for the day across all 3 of his Apex accounts. Nice work, Alex. We have Jet over here, total profit of 2,000 per account. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, almost 20,000 for the day for Jet. He took both setups at PRB and he took the breakout V3. So that looks like pretty much all the profits over here for the most part. If you guys have more profit to post up, feel free to send them in. My profit posting for today is going to take forever. And I know this is going to piss off all the YouTube people who are hoping to get on the live stream today. And they can't get on the live stream because I didn't live stream it on YouTube. Because a lot of people have been getting pissed off because they're seeing everybody kill it for the past couple of weeks. And they still don't want to take the leap to get on the premium. I don't understand. It just doesn't make any sense to me. It is what it is, right? Like it sucks to suck, but I mean, everyone has the opportunity to be on the same page as us. So it's just, it's up to them if they want to hop on. Don't worry, guys. You guys have not missed any trades. There's nothing that's come up since the previous buy signal over here. It's also not really looking like there's going to be any opportunity here for any other entries because price is at the all-time high. In order for us to have any other opportunities here for entry, the price would have to retrace back down pretty heavy and come back up, right? Because we do have a strong bullish trend. And I don't really see much of that happening here because it looks like price is currently climbing right now. And it's probably not going to come back down for like the next 30 minutes. Or if it does come back down, it's just going to consolidate here for a bit in range. So I'm not really expecting price to come down super heavy and then come back up. Right. So if there's any questions, guys, feel free to put them in the chat. Otherwise, I mean, we've had an amazing month so far. This is exactly what we were talking about, right? February is kind of tricky for a lot of people, but March has just it's been crazy. We've been killing it day after day, and it's just been super, super smooth. So, yeah, if there's any questions, guys, feel free to put them in the chat right now. Otherwise, it looks like we're going to wrap this up pretty soon because I don't really see anything else for us to cover here. And I think this is probably the best for the majority of people here too, because it is getting closer to 8 o'clock. Volatility is going to die down, and you don't really want to force any trades. So, 1 second. Yeah, exactly, CJ. I 100% agree with you. You got to pay to play, right? And it's like it's not even expensive. Price is going to go up today for sure. Because I know people are going to want to hop on, and we want to limit how many people are on this live session with us because I want this BB3 to keep hitting. And what I was talking about with Nick yesterday as well is like, I think the BB3 is going to be the staple. I think this will be my main focus. And what we'll do is if we need to make adjustments, I'll just make small tweaks to the strategy, but there's not going to be a big change. So we're just going to keep applying this day after day after day, and I'm just going to keep adapting with the market. So I think we're good, guys. I think we're super solid. Let's see. First, I'm new to you preset. We don't use pips on NinjaTrader because it's a futures broker. It's points first. So yeah, on NinjaTrader you use 25. 25 points is equivalent to 250 pips. So it's 25.25. I have my ATM set up to, I mean, depending on your contract size, I have my TP stop loss set to 25.25. But we don't use pips for futures because futures you use whole numbers, which I think is better because it provides for less slippage and stuff like that. I know, CJ, right? Yeah, CJ said it's not expensive. I know people charging thousands a month and don't have results like we do. I know it is what it is, but maybe we have to up our price to that point too for new people so that people don't join, or only like quality people joining to the group, which I think is beneficial. Sorry, guys, 1 second. All right, guys. All right, so I think that's it for the day. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to reach out. You guys can always message me on Discord. But I think we're gonna wrap it up for the day. We have news over here at 7:30. It's not high impact, it's more medium impact oil news, which doesn't really move the market too much. And also the ATR here is extremely low. It's down at 13, so not really expecting much to happen from now until 8 o'clock. So, all right, guys, have a great rest of your day. If you guys have any questions,